The cruise will land at the city of Santa Cruz de Tenerife, on the island of Tenerife. There are no flights back to Canada based on our time of arrival, so we plan to stay an extra day to explore Santa Cruz and the islands before flying back via Madrid. Tenerife is the largest and most populous of the Canary Islands and has the highest mountain in Spain, the dormant volcano Teide. From the ship's deck we see many ships anchored along the shore. There are oil rigs and oil drilling platforms. Oil exploration has been active in the depth of the ocean on the African plate, and very large oil reserves were discovered. The government of the Canaries discontinued exploration due to environmental concerns. However, exploration permits have been issued for Morocco to drill closer to the Moroccan coast in Moroccan waters. All the luggage has been brought to the wharf and sorted by final destinations for identification by passengers. We wait on board for our disembarkation time, one of the last groups since we are just staying in a hotel in town. A large ferry, Volcano Tenerife, is getting into the harbour and turning end to end to moor for unloading from her back ramps. Since we will be some of the last passengers to board our bus, we decide to walk the length of the wharf for some easy exploration and a look at the boats. It is finally our turn to get on a bus to our hotel, the Hotel Taburiente, named after the famous Caldera in La Palma. We have the afternoon free for exploring. Being in Spain, Nancy wants to find a camper shoe store, which we locate in a Google search. We eventually got there, but the store was gone. We had a good walking tour of a very clean and open city. It is well past 9 a.m. The sun rises late in this far western section of Spain, and we have been up for a while to see the pink light on the street from our room. Today we will spend our extra day in Tenerife, renting a car and driving to explore the island and Teide. The summit of the mountain is at 3,718 meters, or 12,198 feet. Like all Canary Islands, Tenerife was formed from a shield volcano growing under the ocean surface. Tenerife is expected to have been built during the period up to 9 million years ago, when the volcano entered a period of repose. Eruptions started again about 3.5 million years ago, creating the Las Cañadas volcano in the middle of the island. While still on a modern highway, we have a good view of our destination, the Teide volcanic cone. We stopped for lunch at the nice modern Restaurante Aguamanza. We are about 1300 meters above sea level, 4300 feet. From our table, we spot what seems to be a small, well-camouflaged raptor in the dry vegetation. After lunch, we continue our climb to the Caldera de las Cañadas and the visitor center. Eruptive activity restarted about 3 million years ago and built the Las Cañadas volcano. The Caldera de las Cañadas was formed during a collapse of the volcano about 150,000 years ago. The last recorded eruption of Teide was 850 AD, while recent eruptions were all in smaller volcanoes on the slopes of the caldera. The most recent was 1909 Canary, 1794 Fasnia, 1706 Montana Negra, and 1704 Cienfuentes. The precautions to be taken by hikers are clearly indicated in the visitor center. Take water, watch out for weather, and so on. The entrance to an exhibit area is through a dark tunnel where visitors walk on glass plates with simulated moving lava flow underneath, and a video of the lava flow on a monitor in the distance. Well done! In blue, the numerous massive landslides that have occurred throughout the geological history of the Canary Islands have drastically changed the landscape of the islands. We continue our drive through the caldera, but it will soon be time to turn around as we will take a different route to return. We can see the towers of the Teide cable car in the distance. We are at an elevation of about 2400 meters, 7800 feet. The drive back brings us to an unplanned stop at a striking rock formation in a switchback road. This is a very layered formation. Each layer originated from a different eruption in a period of days or weeks and centuries or millennia apart. The striking white layer consists of pumice fragments and is very porous. It came from a very large ash eruption that was carried by the wind. The dark layers are various stages of basaltic eruptions. The black layer is very hard basalt with very low gas content. The more colored layers had more gas content, which allowed later oxidation from groundwater. The drive back is late afternoon, but the sun will still be up well past 8:30 this far west in the time zone. Back in the city, we decide to try to find a Laura Ashley store, another of Nancy's favorites, hoping for and having better luck than Camper. We enjoy a glass of Spanish bubbly on our last night in the Canary Islands. The plane takes off in the perfect direction for picture taking, towards the ocean to the east. Our last view of Teide in the distance, watching over all of Tenerife. As the plane completes its turn to the north, we can make out the location of our hotel, as if reading a Google map. Flying northeast, we have a great view as we follow the east coast of Tenerife on our way to Madrid. We had planned an extra overnight stop in Madrid. If the plane schedule did not change and it was on time, we could land in Madrid, get to our airport hotel, take a cab to downtown for a quick visit of El Prado, the famous art museum in Madrid. The white rims around lakes, an indication of low water levels and drought in November. We are approaching Madrid in the distance and are flying over agricultural areas, likely fruit trees or olive trees. We arrive at the hotel somewhat behind time as the plane landed late, but we should be able to get to El Prado before it closes, if traffic is in our favor. The large church across from El Prado is a beautiful church of San Jerónimo el Real, built in the 16th century. No photos in the galleries, but enough time for a snack and some shopping in a gift shop. The sun is rising after 9 a.m., casting soft light on the roof of the buildings. And we relax in a hotel before taking a cab to catch our afternoon flight to London and then Toronto. And so finishes our trip and cruise to Spain, Morocco and the Canary Islands.
Tamaulipas, traigo esta ley.